I am compassionate and considerate. I wonder what the future holds. I hear children laughing. I see them playing. I want to help those in need. I am compassionate and considerate. I pretend that nothing is unachievable. I feel many people need help. I touch the hands of the less fortunate. I worry I fall short. I cry when something I love is gone. I am compassionate and considerate. I understand not everything will be easy. I say, always do your best. I dream about changing people's lives. I try to help anyone I can. I hope I bring out the good in everyone. I am compassionate and considerate.
Okay. I am from yellow walls, messy kitchens, and fluffy white dogs. I am from the cul-de-sac neighborhood of Cinco Ranch. I am from Mima, Kels, and Gage. I am from Don't Forget Your Ballet Shoes. I am from PB&J sandwiches and crawfish etouffee. I am from a decorated shoebox filled with letters and notes from my childhood.
We chose a Facebook page, Think Inclusive, and the event that we chose from that was school-induced disabilities. This is when there is a wrong diagnosis of a student, giving him or her a disability, perhaps even when they might not have one. Most of the time, these are false diagnoses coming from a student not being able to read at a time when they should. This happens every day in our school systems. We see these false diagnoses all the way from elementary school to high school. Locally, this does not allow students who actually need special education to receive it, and it also sets back students that are wrongfully put in these special education classrooms. Nationally, improper funding of schools does not give students the equity that they deserve. On a national level, we are also seeing more students in special education classrooms than ever before. Internationally, since we are not allocating the right resources to the right students, we are not able to compete on an international level with other countries. Sometimes this can be hard to talk about, but let's say we are talking to high school students. We can tell them to not always accept the diagnosis. Many times with hard work and persistence, they can catch up to their grade level content area. Some studies say that students can grow up to 3 grade levels per year.
The first hashtag we found was hashtag the Inclusive Class Project. This hashtag is telling teachers how to use strategies to approach different learning styles. This will impact how students learn in the classroom. This issue hasn't affected us yet, but it will as future educators in America. The hashtag is enabling teachers to think about how to include every type of learning style in the classroom instead of inhibiting students who learn differently than others. The next one was hashtag SpedChat. This stands for Special Education Chat. The purpose is to create a platform for people to discuss how to use special education in America. Students who are falling behind in studies are often placed in special education classes when they don't actually need it. Their learning abilities should be improved by a change in the teacher's techniques instead of the student's abilities. More people are becoming aware of this issue because of the hashtag. Again, this issue hasn't affected us yet, but it will in the future. The hashtag is changing how we approach special education by not resorting to the program to help students who don't actually need it.
In the article, How Long Can Stingy Texas Short Public Education Remain a Business Juggernaut? They say since 2010, spending on pre-K to 12th grade has fallen by almost $3.6 billion in constant dollars. Over the same time, average daily attendance increased by 568,000. This means that even though that more students are receiving special education, less funding is being put into it. Our textbook defines inclusion as referring to the process of promoting a sense of belonging and empowerment by involving everyone and valuing their unique talents and contributions. By putting students into special education classrooms that do not belong there, we are not promoting a sense of belonging or valuing their unique talents or contributions. Reading through my journal, I believe that I came a long way in the way I previously thought about multiculturalism. I realized that just because I come from a pretty non-diverse school doesn't mean that everyone else does. I previously thought that ignoring people's race or ethnicity was the right thing to do, But in fact, it is better to try to understand these things, that way you can foster a better relationship with this person. I hope that I can create a classroom that not only treats every kid fairly, but also teaches students how to treat their peers with fairness, no matter race, ethnicity, gender, or sexual orientation. In discussing white fatigue, I think that this hit me like a brick wall when stepping into this class. I never talked about these topics before, and hearing it how it affected even my own classmates made me understand how important it is to move past this stage of white fatigue so that I can become aware of diversity.
At the beginning of this class, I was not aware of many issues in society today. Through the course, I have grown to pay attention to the racial institutionalism in this school system and society. For instance, I knew white privilege existed, but I was unaware of my own privilege. I also learned that multiculturalism is a process that you can't master throughout one course. In regards to white fatigue, I know I had never experienced talking about white privilege in such detail before this class, but it is essential to being culturally competent.